Title, Math-Tinik. Ma'am, yung Math-Tinik po is a Philippine educational children's television series produced by the E-Media program of ABS-CBN Foundation. Next. Type of communication material. Educational video po siya, ma'am, kasi ini-encourage niya po yung mga bata na mas gumaling pa at mas matutong mag-math. What is the message of the text? The message of the text: Math-Tinik hopes to hone children to appreciate and enjoy math, to make children aware that math is important and it is inevitably and inextricably connected to daily life, to prove that math can be an enjoyable experience and that subject can be easy. How is the message constructed? Children's television series or children's television shows are television programs designed for children, normally scheduled for broadcast during the morning and afternoon when children are awake. They can sometimes run during the early evening, allowing younger children to watch them after school. Next is, what lifestyle values and were represented in the text Math-Tinik? Katulad ng sinabi ko kanina, Math-Tinik is a Philippine educational children's television series produced by the E-Media program of ABS-CBN Foundation. The series was conceived by producer Gina Lopez to impart mathematics lessons to students through visual meanings, to encourage all children to develop a positive thinking. What message do you perceive from the text? Thanks to an episode of Math-Tinik, I pick up a fancy party trick and exam helper that has since stuck with me. How to do the multiplication tables from 6 to 10 using my bare hands. Until now, I'm still pretty amazed by the divine design that allowed that pinky on one hand connected to the middle finger of my other hand to show me that 6 times 8 was 48, like this. Bilangin mo siya ng 10. 10, 20, 30, 4. 4 na yung unang mo. Tapos yung matitira, 2. Itong dalawang to, mo siya doon. Parang times mo. 2, 4, 6, 8. Di bali 48 siya. Tapos, and that by simply moving my pinky down a notch to my ring finger, I would figure out that 6 times 7 here equal 42. 6 times 7? 42. Tama. 10, 20, 30, tapos 4 times 3, 4, 8, 12. Tapos pag-add mo, 42. What is the purpose of the Math-Tinik? Consultants for Math-Tinik believe that this common attitude stems from the fact that the average Filipino child does not have even a primordial understanding of math. Math-Tinik hopes to hone children to appreciate and enjoy math, to make children aware that math is important and it is inevitably and inextricably connected to daily life, to prove that math can be an enjoyable experience and that subject can be easy.
Who might be disadvantaged in Math-Tinik? Thanks to an episode of Math-Tinik, I pick up a fancy party trick and exam helper that has since stuck with me. How to do the multiplication tables from 6 to 10 using my bare hand. You may think the reason for this shift is a desire to make math interesting. That's a part of it, but it's more than that. As one Facebook states in the introduction to students, it's our goal that you see mathematics as relevant because it provides a common and useful language for discussing and solving real-world problems. Real-world story problems are everywhere because textbook developer wants students to understand that this is what math is about. Math is a power tool describing reality and addressing its many problems. Who is the target audience of the Math-Tinik? The series was conceived by producer Gina Lopez to impart mathematics lesson to students through visual means. Children's television series of children's television shows are television program designed for children, normally scheduled for broadcast during the morning and afternoon when children are awake. They can sometimes run during the early evening. What propaganda techniques are used and why? Common media for transmitting propaganda messages include news reports, government reports, historical revision, junk science, book, leaflets, movies, social media, radio, television, and poster. Manipulation can be organized or unorganized, conscious or unconscious, politically or socially motivated. The concept ranges from systematic state propaganda to manipulate public common opinion. Who created the Math-Tinik for what reason? Math-Tinik, Merienda, and Me, the Legacy 90s educational programming, the series was conceived by producer Gina Lopez to impart mathematics lesson to students through visual means. What are other ways of presenting Math-Tinik? Being afraid of math is common to many students. Math-Tinik attempts to change this by trying to make a subject appearing to students. Like Cine Escuela, Math-Tinik uses likable character and familiar scenes as well as objects found in daily to explain concepts and solve mathematical problems. With this approach, students become less intimidated and develop confidence in handling math questions.